another long-ass crazy year of movies has come to an end, and it's time for me to talk about my favorites. My top 10 favorite films of 2016 is also called my Justice League. Every Justice League member that you see here is representative of the number in the ranking. It's the same thing as the top 10, it's just every number is also a Justice League member. I will be having some honorable mentions. I'll put those at the very end of the video. Without further ado, it's time to talk about what I loved most about 2016. Starting off with Zuzana is my 10th favorite Justice League member, and Swiss Army Man is my 10th favorite film of the year. Just like how Zuzana is magical and weird and really awesome, Swiss Army Man is a movie that's a little magical and really weird and really awesome. This is the most unconventional film of the year. I don't think I've ever seen a movie like this movie. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a weirdo and I like weird shit. A few movies stuck with me the way this movie did, so it comes in at number 10. My Black Canary of 2016 is The Edge of 17. I will say of all the movies on this list, this one is probably the most surprising. And unlike Black Canary, I can actually totally relate to the main chick in this movie, which is so weird. If you're a coming-of-age movie that can also somehow make me relate to the problems and issues of a teenage girl, you're doing something good in life. Woody Harrelson has never been better. Haley Steinfeld has never been better. Went in the movie with low expectations, came out, and made it a top 10 flick. So, kudos, Edge of 17. This next one completely hit its mark and completely nailed its target, and yes, I'm going to use Green Arrow metaphors and puns because they're awesome. My Green Arrow of 2016 is Zootopia. Just like Inside Out the previous year, Zootopia is an animated flick that has a lot more on its mind than just entertaining kids. I mean, if you have kids and they want to be entertained by bright, colorful, funny shit, then yeah, sure, take them to go see Zootopia. If you're an adult and you're looking for more substance and intelligence and some social commentary that you weren't expecting, Zootopia is definitely the movie for you. It's without a doubt one of the best animated films of the year, and I loved it. Next up, we've got Martian Manhunter, and corresponding with Martian Manhunter is Kubo and the Two Strings. I saw this movie multiple times in theaters, and every single time I saw it, it got better and better and better and better. I love the world building, I love the mythology, and this movie features some of the best characters of any movie, animated or otherwise, that I've seen all year. This movie was so good that it made me want to get two strings. I wanted to take a string for my nose and then take a string for my pubes, and tie them together, put them on a banjo, and bang some shit out. Unfortunately, I don't think that's possible, so it'll just have to settle for being on my top 10 list. By the way, I've been saying his name wrong all year. I said it with Kubo. It's Kubo. Mistake fixed. Ironically, this superhero at this portion of the list is the only one of the corresponding movies to actually have a cameo in the movie that I'm talking about here, and that, of course, is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just like controversy. Maybe I just like really polarizing, divisive movies that everybody either seems to love or hate. This movie broke down my two favorite heroes in a way that I have never seen done before on the big screen, and it took all of my expectations, flipped them upside down, and then basically fist-fucked them into the dirt, and I loved the way that made me feel. I went in expecting an action-packed superhero flick, and instead what I got was a thinking man's comic book film. What? I know, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice shouldn't be on this list, but I'm a fan, it's my list, and goddammit, it's gonna be on the list. Alright, my favorite Green Lantern is John Stewart. The Green Lanterns are like space cops. So my favorite buddy cop movie of the year, coming in at number 5, is The Nice Guys. This movie has one of the best scripts I've seen all year. It has two characters that have probably the best chemistry of any pair that I've seen this year. Ryan Gosling's hilarious, Russell Crowe is hilarious, the movie is well directed, and it's very, very, very entertaining. No doubt, Nice Guys, top 5. For Wonder Woman, I came up with the movie Fences, and if you want to talk about a Wonder Woman-like performance, just look at Viola Davis in this movie. I mean, holy shit. She was a powerhouse, Denzel was a powerhouse, Denzel was also a powerhouse while directing the movie. This movie has great performances and great characters, and it's based off of a really awesome play, and there's no way that I could in good consciousness leave it off of this list. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The top three, always interchangeable. My Flash of 2016 is Hacksaw Ridge, and without a doubt, Hacksaw Ridge is one of the best war movies that I've seen in a really long time. The violence in the movie is brutal and gory and disgusting. I was recoiling in my seat watching that shit. But also it features probably the best performance that I've ever seen from Andrew Garfield. You have Spider-Man putting me on the verge of tears in a movie about a war hero that I never knew about and a great story that I had never heard of. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, nah, it's gotta be top three at least. Hey, just so happens it landed in the third spot. Side note, can you guys imagine Batman being in a musical? Just singing some shit to Freeze or Joker or any of those guys? Well, it doesn't matter, because if he was in a musical like this, I'm pretty sure the movie would have still been just as awesome. As it stands, La La Land is one of the best musicals I've ever seen, and this is coming from a guy that doesn't really like musicals that much. So if a musical can place this high on my list, you just know that it's awesome. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling were... The music was great, the production value, the direction, everything. Chazelle, the same guy who directed Whiplash, dude, you're quickly becoming a household name. That's back-to-back years you've had basically the best movie of the year. But notice I said best and not favorite, because my favorite movie of the year, my Superman of 2016, here it is. No movie made me think or made me feel in combination as much as Arrival did this year. I'm a guy that loves thought-provoking sci-fi. I love sci-fi that asks big questions. I love sci-fi presented in unconventional ways. And here you have an alien invasion movie that's presented in a very unconventional way. It's really more about dialogue and language and the power of knowledge and words and all that shit. Amy Adams was great, Jeremy Renner was great, but really the themes and the ideas that the movie was tossing around were even better. It features some of the best cinematography that these eyes have seen all year long. The more I thought about it, no movie really made me care or feel as invested as this movie did this year. I could argue that La La Land is probably a better film, but La La Land, as great as it was, didn't make me feel the way that Arrival made me feel. So Arrival kind of has to be the #1 movie of 2016. And there you go. That's my list. Those are my top 10 favorite films of 2016. Welcome to my Justice League. Honorable mentions are coming up, and I will have my Legion of Doom out sometime tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to talking about that shit. If you like what you see, tell me how you feel, and stay tuned to hear more from the Man of Steel. Peace.